Hello everybody and welcome back to When We Try to DIY Baking. Today we are still in our test kitchen when it comes to my muffin tops that I'm trying to create. So we are going to learn how to do a crumble top. Because we're doing it on a banana bread muffin top, once again, I'm not going to go through all the instructions on the banana bread because you know we've been there many times before. I just made some banana bread. Well, I made some banana bread batter, and we're going to put that in our little cake tins. If you've been following along, you know I'm kind of in a journey to figure out how to make the best muffin top, and I've been wanting to try putting a crumble top onto my muffin top to see if I can enhance it. I love a banana bread. I love the banana bread muffin top, but I feel like it just needed just one extra little thing, and I've never made a crumble top, so I thought that we would do that here together. It's really not complicated. Let me show you what I wrote down. It has 4 ingredients, but remember, we already made our banana bread batter, so we have to make the banana bread, then we make the crumble top, and we put the two together. But it's very simple. 4 ingredients. We're just gonna mix them in a bowl together. We're gonna do it, and then we're going to together put them in the pans, put the crumble on top, bake it, and see how it turns out. I'm gonna make one muffin top that has no crumble top, so we can kind of see the difference and just kind of compare the two. There are several choices when it comes to banana bread. I like banana bread with chocolate chips. I don't like nuts, but people do like nuts. I think I have seen a crumble top on a banana bread. Usually it's on like a cinnamon muffin or like an apple cinnamon muffin. What's another one that I was thinking about? Oh, like a blueberry crumble. But I just thought with a banana bread, I think it would be so delicious and yummy. And sometimes I do actually put brown sugar on the top of banana bread muffins and banana bread, and that is definitely one of the ingredients in here. So I definitely think it's gonna be good, but we're going to find out together. So let me gather all my ingredients, my 4 ingredients, and we'll just mix them together. We'll put this banana bread batter in our pans and we'll get started. The goal today is to hopefully get 9 muffin tops out of this batter. In the past, I put a lot of batter in the pan, and I don't think I have to do that. I think we can do about a scoop, a heaping scoop, regular scoop, not my big huge scoop, a heaping regular scoop into the pan, and I think it'll be just enough. So let's get started, shall we? So we're gonna put our dry ingredients in the bowl first. That's our brown sugar and our cinnamon and our flour. I'll start with the flour. 1.5 cups of flour. Seems like a lot. It seems like a lot. This is gonna make a lot. That's okay. Oh no! 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I need to get some more cinnamon. 1, 2. Mix these up. Oh, that's awesome. A little crunchy sugar. Love that. We are gonna do one of my least favorite things and sift this because the brown sugar is clumpy And I still have time, so I'm gonna do that. As you can see, there's a lot of brown sugar like balls at the bottom of this, so that's why I did this. Okay, now we're gonna take our melted butter here and we're gonna pour it in here. And we're going to mix. And we want, you can see it's forming like balls, and that is what we want it to do. I want to mix it so that all of the dried ingredients gets incorporated as much as possible. Yeah, it makes quite a bit. I don't know if I'll use all of this, but we'll use a lot. So I'm glad that it makes a good amount. And I'm glad to know how much it makes, because I'll need to know that in the future. So simple. Hopefully that works good. Let's put our batter in the pans. So I'm just gonna use a regular ice cream scoop. And I'm gonna do like a heaping, maybe even 2 of these. Let's see. We got 1. Oh yeah, definitely 2. 2 heapings. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm gonna take a spoon and spread this to the edges, just like this. I'm gonna leave one of them without the crumble for now, just so I don't forget, because I want at least one muffin top without. And we're gonna take our crumble here, and I'm going to like spoon it on here. See if I can show you better so that you can see. I'm gonna spoon quite a bit on here, because we definitely have enough, and I think it should be a good amount. Ooh, it's quite a lot, but I like that. I want it to like bake into it good. So lots of crumbly goodness. That's what we want. And then we're gonna leave one just like that, so you guys can see the difference. So I can see the difference. Okay, let's put it in the oven. We have our oven set to 350, and we're gonna put them in there for about, I'm gonna put them in here for about 30 minutes, and then I'll check to see if they're done. Usually with banana bread, if you're doing like a loaf or a bundt pan, something like that, it'll be about an hour. But with muffins and muffin tops, it's always a little bit less. So we'll try 30 minutes for now, and then we'll check it and see how we're doing. Okay, so I think I put too much on there, but we're gonna try to take these out. You can see this is what the banana bread looks like without the crumble on it. These are still pretty hot, actually. Maybe I'll take them off the pan. I wanted to see how well it stays on there, but I guess I can kind of tell from just doing that. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, they're still too hot. It's definitely too much, but it does stay on there quite a bit. But I think it'll just come off eventually, you know, so I don't really want that. Okay. So So we're definitely gonna put less crumble on the top. I have an idea though on what I'd like to do, so we will see. These are a little bit warm, so I'm gonna let them cool a little bit longer. And I think I do like the size, so that's good. But we'll just let these cool a little bit longer, and then we'll come back and I'll explain to you what I would like to do. Put these in here as we did before. And I'm gonna take a scoop and kind of scoop it here and there. And I think what I want to do, I think I'm going to need 2 spoons. I think I'm going to take some crumble and put it in there. And then I'll scoop my other scoop, and then I'm going to spread it. So we have some crumble now inside of the batter. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of crumble on the top. Ooh, I'm making a mess. What's new? Maybe 2 scoops, but not too many. Now I'm just gonna try like we did before. No crumble yet. We're gonna spread this around. Okay, and then I'm gonna put just like a lot less crumble on it. Like 2 scoops. Okay, and that's all. I don't have any more batter left, so we're gonna get 5 out of this. I do need to get myself a scale because I think I could get at least 6 out of here, but I need to weigh them out so that they're all even. But one of them has crumble inside of it, one of them has just a little less crumble, and then the other ones have a lot of crumble, and then we have one that has none. So we can just kind of compare them all and see what we like best. So I'll put these in the oven. Okay, I think this worked a lot better. You can really see like there's a crumble top, but you can see the banana bread. Same here, that worked a lot better. Definitely should have done that to begin with. We'll have to break them open to see which one is which. I know one of them has the crumble in it, one of them doesn't. I definitely think I'm gonna love the crumble better, but with less crumble. This is like the perfect amount, I think. I really like that a lot, and I think they're gonna be really tasty. Okay, so we have 4 different versions of basically the same thing, kind of. First of all, we have our regular banana bread muffin top. This is how it comes if you don't do anything to it, really. I like this, but I like there to be, because it gets pretty moist like in a bag, I like there to be some kind of top on it. I have done like just put brown sugar on the top. That does work, but that's why I wanted to try the crumble, because I think that'll be a little bit more of a interesting and yummy texture. It has cinnamon in it, so it's a little bit more of a flavor, and then it also has like a texture to it. This is the first one we did. It has quite a lot of crumble on there. I'm sure it's good, and it is staying together, which I do like, but I just think it's a little too much. So yeah, I like the idea of a little bit less. I'm sure this tastes good. I'll probably give that to somebody. But we're gonna try the other two. So we have this one here. Oh, let me take the bottom off a bit. Now we did the one where we mixed the crumble inside, and you can sort of see that. Ooh, and it's falling everywhere. You can see that in there. You can see the crumble, and I have a feeling I'm really gonna like this. I'm gonna literally just like split this in half so we can see what it's like. Yeah, you can kind of see, not real well, but you can see kind of that the crumble is in there. We maybe even could have done a little bit better of a job of mixing it in there, but I have a feeling it's going to be good. I mean, I think you're going to taste it no matter what, but I do kind of like that it's sort of mixed inside there, all the way around. Yeah. The crumble really adds, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would mix it in there. It doesn't really, you mostly get it from the top, and that's good. But when you put the crumble in there a little bit more, I'm gonna try it with it just on the top. So you can see, like, I'm getting to the point where there's nothing in the inside, it's just on the top. And then there's some parts that have the crumble on the inside. So I would probably just try to mix it in there a little bit better. But I do think it makes a difference to put it inside. When you put it inside, it makes it a little bit more like a coffee cake, which I do think makes it very interesting. And I like that a lot. I was going to try both of these, but it'll basically be the same. So I'll just leave this one be. It's very nice though. I really like the way this turned out. I think it looks really good. Definitely use a little less crumble on the top. But I like them both. I like the crumble in the inside too. And I think you could definitely like put crumble in it and then like take like a toothpick a little bit more and like swirl it in there so that the crumble really gets in there. Okay, so there's two things that I need to perfect, and that's the crumble and the amount of batter in each pan. So I need a scale because I think I can get 5 muffin tops out of, no, 6 muffin tops out of one batch. But because I'm not really quite sure how much I'm putting in there, it's not going as far as I want it to. So that'll be the goal, I think, is to weigh them out so that I get an even amount of banana bread batter inside the pans. We figured out that we want to put less crumble on the top, so that I think we've basically perfected that. I don't think I need to change it. I really, really like it. Definitely would keep it. I like the texture and all of that. The only thing I think I would change is, here, I'll show you. You can see I kept this crumble just in case. You can see it's just very like dry stuff. And I think it should be more crumbly. Like, let me see if I can show you. I think it should be more like balls of crumble than just like a crumble, like a sand. It looks like a sand. So I think that just means I need to add a little bit more butter. I would do a half a stick and then maybe just a little bit more, a fourth of that, or like a half of that more. Not too much because you want it to still crumble. If it's too much moisture, then it won't work right. But I do think it needs to be a little bit more moisture in the crumble so that it balls up more. And I think it will be perfect after that. I think it will be just what I want. The reason that I'm doing this, I don't know, I didn't really say, and I'm not going to fully explain myself, but I am going to be making a lot of these very soon. And so that's why I'm trying to sort of perfect it before I make a bunch of them. And so that's kind of why we're testing it out and trying it out and trying these different things. And this is definitely when we try to DIY here, sometimes it's going to be trying a completely new recipe, and sometimes it's going to be testing out some recipes or testing things out, experimenting with it. I have made banana bread a lot, but I want to experiment with it and try different things, right? Like we made shortbread already once before, but we might be experimenting with it a little bit in the future. We have made honeycomb, but we experimented with it with our cake in a cup thing, and we might even be experimenting with it even more in the future. So it's things like that I really want to try, and I hope you guys are okay if I bring you along with me. I think this was great. I think it was very successful. We have a very beautiful muffin top. It looks so gorgeous and it tastes really good, and I love the texture, and I love that it has a little bit more flavor. Like you add the cinnamon and you get a little bit more flavor in there with it, and I really like that. I'm glad we tried this. I'm this close. I'm so close to perfecting it, and I thank you so much for coming along with me in order to do that. I probably won't be doing any more experimenting with this on here for you guys, but for myself, now we have all the ingredients. Now we know how to make crumble, which is awesome. So now we just figure out our measurements and how much of it we need, and that's great. Tell me what you guys think. Also, like how do you like your banana bread to be? There's so many versions of banana bread that you can do. One of my favorite ways to make banana bread is actually in a bundt pan. I love it that way. And then you cut it into the slices for the bundt pan. I really like to make it that way. And then I like the banana bread to have a little bit of a crunchy top on it. When you bake a banana bread, like a little loaf or a large loaf, when you take it out of the oven, it has a crumbly, perfect top on it. But if you let it sit, that goes away. So when you put like a brown sugar or a crumble top on it, it'll still have that like crumbly top on it, which is really nice. And that's why I really like this for these muffin tops. I like to put chocolate chips in my banana bread, but it depends on the type of the year. It depends on the time of year. Right now, I don't want to put chocolate chips in my banana bread because it's so hot outside that they'll just melt, and I don't really want that. I personally do not like nuts in my banana bread, but some people love it. So how do you like your banana bread to be? I would like you to tell me and let me know in the comments. And once again, I'll make a plea to comment what you want to see us make here at as we try to DIY baking and make recipes that we've never made before. I want a running list. I want a really long one. And so if you have any ideas and you want to contribute to that, I welcome you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We figured it out. We did it together. We're awesome. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time when we try to DIY baking.